Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Well, welcome to The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners virtual reality. Maybe this time when I record, it'll actually record my voice. I've done a few tests, and hopefully that'll be the case. I've got the trial, right? This is a new update. It's not that new. I think it's been out for like a few days. My high score is 6,004 on normal mode. I think that's a pretty good score. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to beat that. But here we do. We pick a map to play on. I'm gonna pick the graveyard because that's my favorite, and I also know all the different spawn locations for certain items and tools that will be useful for this mode. In this mode, you have to. I'm gonna do standard mode because I haven't really tried advanced and I don't want to. I'm gonna skip the tutorial because I've played it already. All right. I need crafting recipes. These question marks are crafting recipes that can be found throughout the world. Usually they're just on the ground, but I don't know. I haven't found very many. I know all the spawn locations, not all of them, but I know most of them. Here's something important. Okay, we start off with Bytecoin, and we need Bytecoin. We start off with 75, which is just enough to buy some other bonus weapon besides this screwdriver here. And the zombies will come in waves. And I've got to survive the waves. The more zombies I kill, the more Bytecoin I get. We have just enough for a 30 revolver, which is good, as well as some Bytecoin, which we need. So now we just have to survive this round. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the... I'm going to look for the crafting recipes, and that I know where they spawn. But I have to survive these zombies first. And eventually it gets very hectic. So looking around, and there's stuff on the ground. There's stuff on the ground, like herbal medicine. Herbal medicine is good, but some other stuff isn't as good. Yeah, there we go. Herbal medicine's good, but some of the other stuff isn't really worth it, I'll say. Also, the music does pick up when the zombies get nearby. I didn't notice that until just now. I am still learning. You get stuff like ammo and herbal medicine. That's about it. Besides the crafting recipes. Stuff like this vegetable soup, it's not really important. I'm gonna make sure to grab their head just so I don't run out of ammo. Stuff like voodoo coal is good though too, but that's just a personal preference. It's still fact, but it's just, you know. I have to find some stuff. There's also medicine. Medicine is good. Bandages are good in a pinch. But when it comes down to it. Okay, so now that this round is over, that guy's gonna end up dying, and so will that person. And I'm gonna kill these people first. Yeah. So, I'm gonna actually go back to the camp where I can buy the stuff, and do that. Buy some more stuff. So we start off using just this little revolver. We're gonna be onto the second wave, and I'm gonna keep using this revolver. So I'm just gonna get some more ammo. Actually, I'm gonna get the shotgun, and eventually you get the more expensive weapons like this. This is a super good shotgun. I want some more shotgun ammo. So we can do that. Eventually you'll have to save. And you do run out of time. After the first round, time does keep going, and the next wave will start automatically. Sometimes I just want to start it. Okay. Make sure my shotgun is fully loaded at all times. This one only holds 2 shots. It's a double barrel. But the shotguns are really good in this game mode. It's very satisfying to shoot them. And it's also very satisfying to win. And these ones are good at doing that. Okay, so we've got our first crafting recipe. Let's see what it is. You get bonus points for headshots, by the way, obviously. We've got a lever action rifle. That's bad. That's a more accurate long-range single-target rifle. There's going to be hordes. And I mean hordes of these guys. And I don't want to have to deal with that. So we have to focus more on shotguns, or maybe the full auto rifle, if we can get our hands on one of those. But that's just up to fate to decide. Let's see here. Esteemed Mortal. It's one of these. Well, let's keep going and get to where one of the other spawn locations are, and see if we can get a better weapon, or like maybe some food. Those melee weapons, I've gotten pretty bad ones so far. So let's hope that. Okay, I was gonna say. Let's hope that we can get a better one. Head back to camp and call it a day. Here it is. It's another Esteemed Mortal. So there's only one other spawn location that I know of, which isn't maybe 2. And I think they spawn in between rounds, like when a new round starts, they might come back. I don't know if that's the case, but it seems like that is the case. You have to be careful with your weapons. Don't want them running out of durability. So far we're good. Eventually I'm gonna want to upgrade to this first, then get this, and then if I get the crafting recipe for this, that's good. We're gonna need bombs though eventually. Maybe we'll try out the Esteemed Immortal. I don't really want to. We need more food. We've got really bad crafting recipes this round, so we're just gonna have to focus more on skill rather than luck, which, you know, I wouldn't prefer it, but sometimes it happens. You have to keep an eye out. When I've been playing it, I've usually been playing it while there's like a party of other people watching, like either my share plays or not, and that my audio mixing is messed up or something, and it's hard to hear the game noises other than a few of the grunts of the zombies when they get too close by. So if you see me looking around more often than I don't look around, that's probably because I've relied more on sight than I have sound. But this game is very sound-worthy. Don't want that revolver. So we've got really, really bad stuff today. That revolver's alright, but not as good as the gun that we're about to get in a few rounds here. But eventually it gets more exciting, and it's less creeping around and more fighting off hordes of zombies with explosives. I still haven't gotten explosive arrows yet, which I feel like would be the most important thing. But this, I think, is where we might find some more, one more crafting recipe. Yep, right here. I hear music. What is it? Oh, speaking of the devil, we've got explosive arrows. The bow is really hard to use, though. So I'm not sure if those will be super useful. Maybe when I get enough. Oh, I know another crafting place location as well. I keep forgetting. Okay, so let's upgrade our shotgun here. We're gonna want to use this one. This is gonna be useful when this one breaks, or rather, I dropped it. There it is. I felt like I dropped it because I didn't see it get stored. Alright, when that one breaks, I am gonna need a lot more ammo for it. So that's good for me, I guess. Getting some ammo. Alright, and when things get dicey, eventually I'll get a much better sidearm. But usually you only need 2 weapons. Maybe you could get a melee weapon on the side or something, but I wouldn't recommend it. I feel like this esteemed mortal would be pretty useful for like mowing down hordes, but that's not exactly my style. And I do want to get a decent score this game just to show you guys how it works and how it doesn't work. I want to focus on my shotgun, using my shotgun right now, just because I want it to break so that I can use the better shotgun. That's also sort of more fun. They're both really fun to use. Don't get me wrong. Unless you miss, but you have to be bad at the game to miss. Also, you don't get the bonus points for headshots if they're really close. So like this. Oh. I won't get shots for that. I won't get points for doing that. Or this. Because they're too close for it to be too difficult to do. But I'm gonna go under this little bridge here. There's a bridge up there. And under here there might be a crafting recipe. I think that might be I don't know if I can see it yet. I need to focus on. There's also special zombies. I don't know what that means. Yeah, those special zombies make a little ring here. And this ring, as long as you're in it, you get bonus points for killing zombies. But I don't know. I think maybe I've already gotten this one. It's hard to keep track of them all because I keep forgetting. But maybe it'll spawn at like a later round. But I'm not seeing anything, so let's focus on getting points, getting coins, and stuff like that. So I broke the shotgun. So now I get to use this fun pump shotgun. Which is really fun to use. It reminds me of Duck Hunt, having to pump the shotgun every time. It really does. I mean, obviously, it's like still a pump shotgun. Okay, so my alarm is ringing. So that means it's time to go back and see what I can make with this. I got arrows. I don't really want to use them, but who knows? I might have to. Okay. There's plenty of food around. I'll drink myself some voodoo cola. It's the best food in the game. And I'll just sort of sit back and let the zombies come to me. Yeah. I want to use this a bit more, but I'm not very good at aiming from long distances. Like, by long distances, I mean like short range. I'm not very good at aiming this one. But, that's fine. Don't really have to. I want to use my shotgun more. Alright, this is how the shotgun works. I have to pump it every single time. And you have to aim down the sights. Usually I close one eye just to make it a bit more flat. And I have to make sure I keep it topped off at all times. My controller will vibrate when it's finished loading all the way, so it's easy to tell and I don't have to keep track of how many shots I've fired, which is good for me. And then the trick is to just keep an eye out. This music tensing up is actually pretty helpful, I'm gotta say. And then when they get too close, I'll just use that. Except that guy's not allowed to get too close. I don't have any ammo left. You have to make sure all your guns are topped off at all times. And speaking of all my guns being topped off, I don't have any more ammo, so I'm gonna have to do that. Dang it, I grabbed my flashlight instead of the zombie head. That threw me off. That's fine, I can run away, and then I can go back, grab them just to make sure I don't waste bullets. Not that I think that's much of an issue. This makes it super easy. That guy's not allowed to get close, though. So yeah, That round was a little wonky, I have to admit. That round got a bit too close for comfort, but only because I didn't keep my shotgun. One thing that this has one thing that's a problem here. Let me get this gun next, and then a bit of its ammo. And let me make sure I put it in my bag. Check all my stuff. I'll see if there's anything for me to eat, I guess. Okay, so that means it's time. I might as well start it myself.
28 steps.
And make sure I'm topped off. Okay. That's really important. And I think if you get them from long enough away, you also get bonus points. The bow and arrow gives you bonus points for playing, for using it as well, but like I said, it's pretty difficult. Obviously, the points are worth it, but I wouldn't say if I can't use it consistently enough for me to survive with it, obviously I will be losing a lot more points than I would be gaining with increased points. But eventually, if I get good enough at it, once again, keeping my gun topped off is the difference between life and death in these rounds, even in the lower rounds. Luckily, I can sort of push it away with my gun in my hand. And when the gun jams, then it really throws off the groove. And it hurts. So, let me switch to this gun. Luckily now when I'm reloading my guns, I can rely more on the sound of... Oh. Alright, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna use this gun. Oh, never mind. Okay, now things are getting a bit dicey. A lot dicey, actually. I don't want to die here, but if I do, then that would be a shame. Yeah, I ran out of stamina. That's something that you shouldn't do. You might as well stay and fight instead of running out of stamina. Like this, that's gonna kill me because I don't have any stamina. Yeah. That obviously wasn't the best round.